welcome to Conscious Billionaire to be on Manifest High Network TV. I am your host, Fri Chihak. And today I'm going to be speaking with Juliana Kennedy, who is a powerful conscious billionaire to be and a businesswoman. We're going to take a deep dive and pick her brain and get into that billionaire space with her. Juliana, welcome to Conscious Billionaire to be.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak to your audience. I'm Juliana Nsonwah Kennedy, and Nsonwah is an African name. It means the number 7 in Ghanaian language. And I'm a CPA. I specialize in working with small business owners, mostly service-based entrepreneurs.
Service-based entrepreneurs, right? You cut off there a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, keep going. Yes.
That's my specialty. So I specialize in helping service-based entrepreneurs to make sure that the accounting and their tax strategies is all in place.
Right.
And to have a successful business.
That's fantastic. I'm really excited to take a deep dive with you because I know that you have a thriving, successful business. Obviously, you're doing some things in there that we could definitely benefit from. But first, I want to pick your brain and ask, why do you want to be a billionaire? What is it that calls you? At what point, I mean, if you could answer any of these questions, at what point did you realize, okay, I am going to be a billionaire?
Okay. So this is something that I've noticed that a lot of small businesses lack funding. So I want to be a billionaire so I can help the small business owners to get micro loans. That's going to be my passion, is to give them micro loans where the banks will not look at you when you start a business. So if I have a micro loan, no matter what your status in life, I can still give you something to get started, because you want to feed people. You don't want to feed people a fish. You want to teach them how to fish. And that will be my way of empowering people to start their own little business on the side, even if they work full time, that's something on the side.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because there are a lot of people who do need loans, and it can be tough to get loans when you want to break into a certain business area. So that's a pretty good reason for wanting to be a billionaire. But what I was really trying to get you to tell us is not just why you want to be, but when did you come to the realization that I want to be a billionaire? Was there a certain incident that happened, or?
Yes, when I see my clients having to shut down because they cannot get funding, it kind of breaks my heart, because they cannot handle payroll, and they have employees, and they have to shut down because they don't have the funds.
Yes.
Because people are not paying them on time, and all they need is a small line of credit to help them bridge between collecting their funds and paying the employees. And a lot of them are stressing, and I like to calm people's fears, but I don't have the money to help them.
Right.
So if I'm a billionaire and I have a funding company, I can give them that bridge funding, even if it's 2 weeks.
Yes.
Fund payroll, and then so if that's more the big reason why I want to be a billionaire.
That will be exceedingly helpful to a lot of people, and I'm talking not just in the US but around the world, because I know there are many women, like in Cameroon, for instance. There are women who have incredible business ideas but require some sort of funding to really get them going, or they'll start something small and then need funding to be able to scale, but so I can see your project really, really impacting a lot of women and men too around the world, right?
Exactly my point. In Ghana, recently my aunt told me a story where a lady wanted $50 just to start an okra farm.
Yes.
okay? Or
Yes.
crow farm or go get used clothes to do a lot of, and that's going to be part of my uh, work, is
Yes.
to work around the world with other connecting with other people in other countries.
Mm-hmm.
And then like these jewelry I'm wearing, this is made
Yeah.
by village people. You
Yeah.
can even
Show us your jewelry again. Tell us a little bit about it.
this is made by the artisans in the village of Ghana,
Okay.
and they make it from clay and they mix it with recycled glass.
Wow.
It's all hand painted
Wow.
and then baked. And so I buy a lot of them, bring them here, build their website, have my two daughters behind me over there.
Yeah.
That's their business. And so they put it up on the online, and then we try to sell. So the more we can buy from them from Ghana
Mm-hmm.
and sell it over here in the US,
Yes.
we're empowering them to be able to be self-sufficient.
Yes.
That's a little way of doing. I'm not a billionaire yet, but
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
You're already, yeah. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, Juliana. It's what you're doing is really, it's great. You are already purposefully impacting the lives of these artisans and giving them inspiration to continue with their craft by purchasing from them and then selling here. You're really opening pathways for their success. And that's great. So I can imagine you're going to take this to a whole new level when you're a billionaire for sure. And of course, you will have your billionaire friends like yours truly who to support more of those ventures, which is great, right? So I love what you're doing for sure. And definitely, I feel that I believe there are only about, in Africa as a continent, from what I see on Forbes, there are about just only 2 billionaire women from that continent. And since I am originally from Cameroon, West Africa as well, I feel that obviously we need to step it up a notch, right? So that we can have more female billionaires from that continent, and we'll be able to really inspire
everybody else up.
Yes. And not only through opportunity, like what you're talking about, but through education, especially teaching these metaphysical principles, right? Which brings me to the next question. So I know, Juliana, that you are using metaphysical strategies in your business, right? Could you please share with us your top strategy?
Okay. Religiously, I'm a Catholic, so my go-to is the Rosary.
Yes.
And the Rosary is an honor of our Virgin Mother Mary.
Yes.
So that's my go-to meditation. I do my Rosary whenever I'm stressed out. That's what I do. So in the morning, I meditate on that. I also meditate with Louise Hay with her meditation.
Oh, okay, Louise Hay, yes.
Yes, to keep me centered.
Yes.
Because her, I can physically, I know she's the real person. I don't know Virgin Mary on a long time. But this one, she just passed not too long ago, so I know I can relate more to her. And I have other inspirational people that I also follow, like Oprah. She will do the breathing exercise and things like that. To call in the universe, call for energy, call for wisdom.
Yes.
So if example, for my taxes that I do for my client, I pray over everybody's work that I do.
So you said you pray over everybody's taxes. When you do work for your clients, you pray, you do the Rosary, and you maybe listen to Louise Hay and incorporate some of that blessing over the work that you do.
Everything I do, I bless it before if I haven't seen the white dove cross over a tax return, I don't release it. I just pray that God give me the wisdom to make sure that I do the best that I can for the person. And everything I do like I'm working for a family. So when you work for family, you don't mess up.
Yes.
I pray over it, and thank God for 32 years, none of my work has ever been questioned.
Wow, congratulations. That is fantastic. That's a great statistic. 100% success with
Yeah.
your clients in 32 years. That's
Yes.
fabulous. That means this is a powerful metaphysical strategy for you,
Yes.
and which other people watching can definitely copy. But I wanted to point something out when you talked about using the rosary and praying to Mary. And I just thought, well, that's the divine feminine.
Yes. That's
That's the
exactly what
divine
it is.
feminine, right?
Yes. Yes.
So you use the divine feminine in your own way based on you being raised as a Catholic. You
Yes.
honor the divine feminine in that way, and you ask for divine feminine guidance. And I have divine feminine here in the aspect of the goddess of transformation, Oya, who is the goddess. She's a Nigerian goddess of transformation, right? Oya, and she has many different aspects to her.
Okay.
But she's the divine feminine as well. So that's pretty cool. I love that, because when you do your rosary, I can imagine when you are calling on the blessings of Mary as divine feminine, you're calling inner transformation where needed, right? And calling for yourself so you can rise and support your clients, your family, and be able to balance life work as well.
Yes, and I have one more person that inspires me. That's my grandmother. She passed in 2011. My father passed in 2012. Those two are my guardian angels, and they guide me in everything. My father was my first coach, because even he's not an accountant, but when I need advice, he was my coach. And he still continues to coach me. Everything I do, I call him on, and he helps me. Oprah said something that was so profound. She said, every meeting I go to, I come as one, but I stand as 10,000.
Yes.
Because you stand on the shoulders of your ancestors.
Yes.
Everything that you're doing, some things that they could not do, they add their energy to you. So you always have to call on them to help you, and it helps tremendously.
Absolutely. And that's very, very interesting. Knowing that your late father and your grandmother are part of your non-physical entourage. And it's really true, as well as I find that when you step into an arena where you want to call in big money, like we're stepping into this billionaire arena, we're also tapping into the non-physical knowledge and divinities of those before us who also called big money when they were physically focused. So like the Rockefellers, for instance, the Fords, just to name a couple of American superpowers in terms of financial abundance. I can see how they would get really interested, and obviously you said Louis Hay, yes, not Wayne Dyer, but someone else that I interviewed.
Him too. I follow him too. Yes.
Right? And Jerry Hicks, if you listen to Abraham Hicks. So all those metaphysicians. Yes. My grandmother, who was a powerful metaphysician. So all of them who are as interested, right, in what we're creating. And they do come, and so I feel like they're there, whether we are aware of them or acknowledge it or not, they're there. But when we actually consciously acknowledge, then we get, like goosebumps, and we see them in dreams.
They talk to you. They talk to you. If you listen,
they do talk to us.
They talk to you, and there are certain things that I can share with you later on in a private manner. But there's a lot of things that you hear them tell you. So if you get quiet, like be still and know that I am God, that people say. You just stay still, you go quiet, it will give you guidance. There's a lot of things that I face that if I have to call the IRS for somebody, I will pray over it that Father give me the right representative to help me help this client.
Yes.
And in many, many times I will call, and if it's not the right rep, the phone will get mixed up and it will hang up. I said, okay, I get it. There's a message. And then I hang up, I call again, and I get the perfect person who will resolve the issue.
Absolutely. It's indeed very powerful. It's very powerful how they light up those pathways behind the scenes, right? the
Yes.
energies light up behind the scenes to connect us to the right people, the right moments, the right experiences, so we can get what we've asked for. So that's a powerful metaphysical strategy. So let me see if I could recap.
Okay.
You have a powerful metaphysical connection with Divine Mary, who is the Divine Mother.
Mm-hmm.
You have a connection to Louise Hay. You have a connection to Wayne Dyer. You have a connection to your late father and your late grandmother.
Yes.
Your ancestors in general. So you are aware of their presence and deliberately call upon their assistance in your business, for yourself as you do your business, and for your clients as they come to you to help them with their businesses as well. Very
Absolutely.
powerful, Juliana. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Absolutely amazing. I love it. Love it. Truly, thank you so much for sharing that. I want to switch gears. So now we know how you're actually using that in your CPA business. And by the way, everyone watching, if you need CPA, if you need work from a CPA, taxes done, incorporations, corporations created, or limited liability companies, Juliana is your girl. If you're a small business, and she has a lot that she offers, powerful stuff. So definitely Juliana Kennedy, and we'll have her link in the description below. But Juliana,
Yes,
so I already suspect what your top cause is. So the one cause that will get tons, that is guaranteed to get a lot of your billionaire dollars.
yes.
What is it?
Education.
Ah, okay, I was wrong. I thought you were gonna go with the loans, but yeah, education. Go ahead.
Both. Because you see, for you to be a successful business owner, you have to be educated.
Yeah.
And you need to be at least be able to add numbers up, know how much revenue I'm bringing in, subtract the expenses, tally up all your expenses properly so you know you are profitable or not.
Exactly.
So education, every child, in my opinion, should be educated, boys, girls. My mission is not just for girls, it's for boys and girls. Okay? My backstory, my grandfather back in the 40s opened up a school in the northern part of Ghana so his children can go to school.
Great man.
And the whole village can go to school for free.
Yeah.
That's my background. And so I want to make sure that every child in every country, and I know I can't do this alone, through connections with every India, China, Australia, Mexico, anybody that I can tap, that we make sure that every village has education for every child. Then, when they grow up, we have the funds to help them to start their own businesses. Even
I
if
see. I see. We're connected now.
Yes. Even if they work for somebody, my thing is that I was having that conversation with my 19-year-old. I said, even if you work full-time, have a part-time, because we have 168 hours or something like that in a week. So we're working only 40 hours. You sleep 40 hours. What are you doing with the difference? So technically, you can do another 40 hours, and then whatever is left, you can play and have fun.
Yeah.
So you can spend 40 hours on your own business,
Yes.
do 40 hours for another body. So my thing is educate the child,
Yes.
give them the finances they need,
Yes.
to build their own business on the side, so that if somebody fires them, they say they go to work and they say you fired. Okay, goodbye. Go do your business full time. That's my whole mission.
Yes.
Right now.
Wow, that's beautiful. I want to congratulate you on continuing the legacy of your father, because when I can just imagine him back in the 40s in Ghana, starting school. Now that was a man with a powerful vision.
Yes.
Who did whatever he could to make that vision be realized. And I can.
He was a businessman too. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, there you go. So right in his footsteps, you're following. You have a legacy to continue on and to truly expand. So I can see how he would be, in his non-physical point of view, very interested in what you are doing. For sure. Like support you to be a billionaire, supporting you in your business as a CPA, supporting you as you support the artisans in Ghana, and supporting your vision for
Yeah.
creating education and spreading it, and also creating these microloans. Yes, that is powerful. Congratulations. Oh
Thank you.
yes, you are. You are doing great. Thank you so much for sharing that, Juliana.
I'm the biggest 8-year-old you will ever find. I get too excited.
Yeah, of course. We are 8-year-olds as adults as well. I mean, like the child is within us as adults. We don't want to give that up, right?
Yes,
So it's
yes,
in here. We may have grown physically and are doing adult things,
yeah.
but that excitement, that freedom, that carefreeness, and that ability to dream and believe in that dream coming true, which is really which we had as kids, it's still there. We're still tapping
Awesome.
into that. Yeah, very cool.
Awesome.
So, moving on, switching gears from the causes that you're going to be supporting as a billionaire to your lifestyle, your own personal lifestyle as a billionaire. Paint a vision for us, if you will, about what that will look like. Oh my gosh, this is really one of my favorite parts of this whole conversation.
I hate driving. And I was telling my husband this the other day, and I said, I really want to hire a driver. I don't want to deal with drivers on the road.
Yes.
He said, you could hire that tomorrow. You don't have to be a billionaire first.
So you're going to have a full-time chauffeur who is going to be chauffeuring you around town in your what vehicle? What car? In your
Mercedes.
In a Mercedes. In a Mercedes.
But then I thought, no, I need an office on wheels. So it probably has to be a limousine because I need to have my printer, my scanner, all my computer stuff.
Yes.
So while I'm being driven to my office, I can catch up on my work.
Of course.
In the back of the car being driven.
Love it. Yes. I love it.
But I won't change my house.
There was a movie. I forget the name of the movie, but it had I think Harrison Ford is the main character that I remember in that movie, and he is a big businessman, and his brother is in this. He has I forget. I think it's somebody Kinnear is the last name. I forget the name of the actor, but they play this hugely successful business family. He's the oldest, the older son, and he is in charge of the company. And they have a chauffeur. The chauffeur lives above the garage. He takes all the Rolls Royces and all the gorgeous cars, drives them to work, and he does work in the back of his Rolls Royce. Anyway, what you said reminded me of that movie. I forget the name of it.
That's what I want. Somebody to drive me so I don't have to deal with people cutting me and me paying attention. And, I need that. I won't change my house. I'll be like Warren Buffett. I'll stay in the same house.
You're kidding me. No. No. Why? Why?
Because I'll stay in the same house. Although I'm in a townhouse, so I'll get a single home so I don't have to deal with neighbors.
Okay. So you have a pretty big, maybe 10 acres or something. So you're isolated.
On a farm.
Farm, yeah.
I want to live on a farm, not for the animals, but for the trees.
Yes.
I want to have trees. The smell of trees, although allergy doesn't like me very much, but I'll deal with it. I want to have a nice, lots of trees, go for walk, and I'll buy a forest preserve that nobody can touch. I see. Because Modern Arboretum in Chicago, I found out from one of my clients that his father did that. They bought, he's one of them that did that. So I might do that in Africa. Here, I don't know if I have enough money for it. But then again, if you're a billionaire, I can. You can do it in Ghana. I mean, it's you have to do it everywhere in Africa. You can start in Ghana. Buy a block of forest preserve. Have my little house in there and nobody can touch it. So that's all those, that would be a nice lifestyle because then you don't have to breathe in all the smog from the road and stuff.
So your cars would likely be electric cars or some version without, the smoke and smog.
Did I tell you I'm in love with Elon Musk?
Ah, Elon Musk.
Yes, I'm getting me a Tesla.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
That's
he's
why I
my
said
husband in
they're
my next life. My next life, he will be my husband in my next life.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I'm getting me a Tesla.
Oh, that is too cool. That is really cool. Okay, well, get yourself a Tesla and start enjoying and start living some of that life, some of what you dream of doing as a billionaire. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, there are some aspects of it that you're already living. So why not just go grab a Tesla?
Thank you.
Yay, that's great. I love it. Love that your lifestyle as a billionaire. So, final question for you. What advice do you have for women who want to be billionaires? They want to walk on this path as conscious billionaires as well, but maybe they are feeling trepidation because they can't figure out the how yet, or they are surrounded by people who do not believe in that dream. What sort of advice do you have for them?
So it's a full-time job trying to change somebody to like what you're doing. So the best thing to do is like Tony Robbins said, you can love your family, but you choose who you surround yourself with.
Yes.
Okay. So sometimes the family will try to be more cautious and say, "Are you sure this will work?" Yeah. Things like that. I teach that in my small biz boot camp. Okay. I said, do not take any advice from family members.
So you said you teach that where?
I have a small biz boot camp that I used to run. People who want to start a business.
Okay.
I run this boot camp where I have about 10 people and I coach them. We talk about what your hobbies are and then we come up with a business idea for you.
I see. Very nice.
I tell them, do not listen to any family members. When it comes to that, you have the vision.
Yes.
Nobody else has that vision.
Yes.
God or whoever universe did not give them that vision because only you can bring that to bear.
Yeah.
So only listen to what you are thinking. When you pray, you get the inspiration. Mm-hmm. It will give you the guidance.
Yes.
On what to do. You can ask people for opinions and stuff, but really go inside and make your decision and then go for it.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? Yes, it may fail, but then you learn something. And you use it to go to the next level. So the next time you get to the next business, you're not going to make the same mistake.
Exactly.
Or the next venture, you're not going to make the same mistake.
Yes.
So always go for it. Don't be afraid to fail.
Yes. That is very true. I like that. And I like when you said give opinions. And I just wanted to see if, for instance, if someone is going to get an opinion, I would say perhaps they should be stronger in their vision first, right? Because
yes.
Yeah. Because I have personally experienced, sharing visions when I haven't solidified in the vision myself, and then get wobbly when other people's opinions contradict the vision that I have, right?
Be careful who you ask from opinions to. Yeah. Only ask people who have done what you are going to do.
Yes.
And even with that, you still have to keep in mind sometimes people get jealous that if they did it and they didn't succeed, they're going to talk you out of it. So before you ask for opinion, ask for somebody who genuinely wants you to succeed. It's hard to do, but if you pray before you talk to them, even if they have bad intentions, God, universe, whatever, will make them turn around and tell you the right thing that you need to hear.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
For me, I'm not afraid to, talk to people because I know whatever evil you wish for me, if you do me bad, you just bless me for 1,000. So go ahead, do whatever you want. I'm getting thousands of whatever you do to me. I don't care.
That makes
it makes it easy to live that way.
Yes. No, if someone has negative intentions towards you, it's really towards themselves. Seriously. it has nothing to do with you. It's really something that they have about themselves.
Yes.
Wow. Juliana, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being on here. Tell people how they can contact you if someone is needing any CPA services or business services. How can they get in touch?
Thank you very much. So I have a website. It's like Juliana, N like Nancy, K like Kennedy, CPA.com. So JNKCPA.com. That's my main website. You can go out there. You can get the contact information. You can email me your questions. I do complimentary sessions to see if we are good fit.
Yes.
Or if I can help you, which many times, 99.99, I can help you. And I also train the accounting softwares that you need, also like QuickBooks online, and I have waivers now that I've recorded it. So you can learn on your own time. You don't need me. So all that is on that website. So it's jnkcpa.com.
Thank you very much. It was really great chatting with you, Juliana. Thanks for being on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you. God bless.
You're welcome. And thanks everyone for watching this. You go ahead and watch the next episode of Conscious Billionaire to Be, which we filmed last week with a phenomenal artist. Give this a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Bye everyone. Bye Juliana.
Bye.